John Cena, speaking of big names that have not been around lately but made their return this week. Roman Reigns was back on Raw. John Cena was back on Smackdown Friday night. His lone July date on the road to Summerslam for a contract signing with Cody Rhodes. He tried to back out of the match, citing mental and emotional exhaustion. He has been filming a movie, he said, for Netflix in New York City, and they all agree that it would be best if he didn't compete at SummerSlam. So basically playing up the Hollywood diva card to get him more heel heat. He did say, though, remember, he was going to retire with the title at the end of the year and ruin wrestling. So he's trying to duck Cody as long as he can and run out the clock, it looks like. Cody was having none of this. He went on the attack. He put Cena through a table with this giant flying splash off the top rope in his suit with the contract binder in his hand. Like a CEO diving through the boardroom table, he looked like. Or that CEO who got caught at the Coldplay concert. Actually, that CEO would be the one on the table. The one diving through the air in a suit with the contract binder in his hand would be his wife's divorce attorney, with the divorce documents inside that binder. I love that one joke I saw, by the way. Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, but in one night they made 2. Actually, they made 4, if you count their spouses. What a missed opportunity, though, by the way, for WWE to do something out of the box like that with Dominic and Roxanne Perez. Like, he probably wouldn't be spotted at a Coldplay concert, but, like, work it out where they put him and Roxanne on the kiss cam when they're getting all cozy, and then you see that look of fear in their eyes as they scramble. Probably would have been better to do something like that when Liv Morgan was closer to coming back, but that would have been amazing. It's not what you think. The only problem with the segment here from SmackDown is that Cody forced an unconscious man to sign this contract, which would never hold up in a court of law. So I hope Cena gets his vast team of lawyers to challenge this. Take him to Little People's Court under the ring, maybe. Cody told him to look at the fine print. Their match at SummerSlam will now be a street fight. Which is good that they added a stipulation to this because I saw their first match without a stip. And it was one of the worst WrestleMania matches I've ever seen. Now, Cena's had a couple of good ones since then. One with Randy Orton, one with CM Punk. So I'm hopeful that we can get that Cena this time. But with the street fight stipulation also comes a lot of fan theories about what they think is going to happen at SummerSlam. Or who's going to get involved. And one theory spreading around social media, and people have tagged me in this and shared it with me, and they wanted my thoughts on it. It's been going around like a virus. One theory has Cena and Cody doing a double turn because these people simply will not rest until they have turned Cody Rhodes to the dark side. Now they're pointing out that Cody was wearing glasses for a brief moment on SmackDown on Friday night. They showed him in the back. He was walking to the ring for the contract signing. He was wearing glasses. But wait, those look like the same glasses that The Rock wore on the Netflix premiere. Oh my God, they've got the same glasses. Cody Rhodes told The Rock to go fuck himself in March unless he bought him a pair of Oliver Peoples. Then he would happily sell his soul to him. And then they pointed out the watch that Cody was wearing. It looked like the same watch that Rock had on when he came back. So what I'm getting out of this is that they both shop at the same places. Evidently, to a lot of fans, though, this is a sign that Cody Rhodes will turn heel and sell his soul to the final boss at SummerSlam. They're going to recreate the moment from Elimination Chamber right down to the throat slash, but this time Cody will sell his soul to The Rock. And you know what that'll be? Oh, you know what that'll be. You know the word. Wait for it. Wait for it. Absolute cinema. Yes, bad cinema. The kind of cinema that gets a Rotten Tomatoes score of 90%. There is so much wrong with this. I don't even know where to begin. But how about this? I am not against turning Cody Rhodes heel. At some point, he will turn heel. It is inevitable. I don't think it's going to be at SummerSlam. I don't think it should be at SummerSlam. Outside of some light booing here and there, it's not like the fans are in full rebellion against this guy because they're so sick of him. He's still their top babyface. He's still the guy. And until they have that other guy that can step in and be the top babyface and fill that role when Cody goes heel, I think it would be foolish to turn him right now. The idea of a Cody Rhodes Randy Orton program with Cody as the heel and Randy as the face is intriguing to me. But what happens when that feud runs its course? Randy Orton is not a long-term solution in that spot. So let me just say that I don't hate the idea of Cody Rhodes turning heel. I hate this idea, this notion that some fans have that The Rock has to be involved when it happens. This can happen without The Rock. Why does Cody Rhodes need to sell his soul to The Rock? After rejecting him at Elimination Chamber and telling him to go fuck himself. And if he wins the title back at SummerSlam without Rock's help, which is how this scenario was mapped out in this one meme or fan theory that was going around, why would Cody feel compelled to then sell his soul to The Rock? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Cody's taking time off after SummerSlam to go film for Street Fighter. He's in the new Naked Gun movie. What does he need Rock for? Did he secretly sell his soul months ago and didn't tell anybody, and that's why he's landing all these Hollywood roles all of a sudden? It goes against everything the Cody Rhodes character stands for. It doesn't make a lick of sense. John Cena, at least, okay, he's the aging gunslinger in his final year. He came into this year on a horrible losing streak, desperate to win number 17. It was now or never. You can make sense out of that. There was a story there to tell, even though they never really told it. They never said anything about him being desperate to win number 17. They never said anything about him being desperate to turn his fortunes around. They went with, you used to boo me years ago and you hurt my feelings, so now I'm going to ruin wrestling. That was the story. And they very clearly did so without putting any real thought into where they were going to go with it. John Cena is going to turn back. He's going to get his redemption arc. That was always the plan. There is no way that he does not turn back before he retires. And it may well even happen at SummerSlam. And you know what? They might even do a double turn. I can't rule it out. I am not saying that it is impossible to conceive of a double turn at SummerSlam. It could happen. But this idea that The Rock has to be involved is fucking nauseating. Like, do these people have short-term memory loss? Do they not remember what happened earlier this year? I don't want him anywhere near this after the shit they pulled. He's not going to be around. What's he going to do? He's going to show his face to get the pop and then make himself part of the moment just to disappear again. Are we going to go through this every year now until we get the eventual Cody and Rock match that probably is never going to happen? But hey, I mean, good on Rock. He got to pin Cody Rhodes in the Night 1 main event last year. I don't know that Cody will ever get that win back. Rock does not need to be involved in any of this. Keep him far away from that match. Because the last time Rock was involved, or not involved, it ended with him going on Pat McAfee's show to do damage control. Not everything has to revolve around The Rock. And if you feel like it does, then there are some very serious problems with the product that need to be addressed.